Hey guys, good morning and welcome to Ham Radio with K0PIR. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button below and ring that bell if you want to be notified of any new videos that I put out. I've got a video on the Ailunce HD1, and when I got this radio, I didn't know anything about DMR. So I got a Jumbospot. I did an article on that Jumbospot. It's on my website, www.k0pir.us. I'll put a link below. Once I got my Jumbospot going, I had to do a code plug for my HD1. And we don't have any digital repeaters in my area, so all I want to do is be able to talk on some talk groups inside my house connected to my Jumbospot. And I didn't know anything about talk groups. I've got a couple of my favorites right now. So really what I'm going to do here is a short video on how to set up a code plug for the HD1 and using a Jumbospot. Okay, like I said, I just want to be able to use this HD1 in my house and use it with the Jumbospot, listen to some talk groups, talk on them. And, we don't have any digital repeaters in the area, so it doesn't do me any good to set it up for that. Just doing it inside the house. Real simple code plug. Got some talk groups loaded into it. I got my contacts loaded into it. Got my Jumbospot set up. So here we go. Let's take a look. The first thing you want to do is connect your radio to your computer, and the radio comes with a cable. So go ahead and do that. And then go to the Ailunce website support, and I'll put a link below. Download the latest software. Now I don't have the GPS version. I just downloaded this version, HD1 software version 2.08. And once I downloaded it, I installed it, brought it up, and this is what it looks like when you open it. I'm going to go over to device and to the port. And when I plug my radio into my computer, turned it on, I got a COM port. And this is the COM port that I got. So mine is COM 8. We want to set it up for COM 8. And that's what we got right here. I'm going to click OK. Probably the first thing you want to do is read the radio. And I click OK, and it takes a minute to do that. So once this is done, you probably want to save this as a default configuration and then work on it from there. Alright, once it's done, you get this little message that says read OK. Click on that, click File and Save. And you might just want to name it as a default. And you'll notice in the top left hand corner it changed K0PIR default. So we're going to start working on this, and when we start working on it, we're going to save it to something else. But let's take a look at the basic configuration first. The basic information, it'll show the serial number, version, firmware version, and if you have a lower firmware version, I'll put a link below, a quick video to show you how to update the firmware. Close that. We'll go to settings. And I didn't change much in here. I put dual watch on. And I changed the battery power save mode. But I don't think I changed much else. Have a look at that. The ID, you do need to set that. You need to get a DMR ID. And on my previous article on my website about the Hotspot, I'll show you how to get a DMR ID. It's on that. And then the radio name, I just put my call sign in there. If you have multiple people using your radio, you can set it up for multiple people. I've just got the one. This is real simple. Next place you probably want to go is to contacts. And I'm going to take a look at the contacts here. And we're going to go to address book. Now I'm not going to load the address. the address book. But this is a little bit different than the other. When you're reading right up here, you're just reading and writing the radio settings. But for the address book contacts, it's reading right here. See, in this window. So you want to go to a website and download some contacts. And there's this website that I got it from. And then there is a video that I'll put a link below. Shows you how to do that. Now the radio holds 100,000 contacts, and in all there's more than that, so I had to narrow it down, filter out some of them. I basically loaded the United States, UK, Sweden, Belgium, a few other countries. Got it up to like 99,500 contacts. Saved the file, put it on my computer, and then imported those contacts and wrote it to the radio. It takes a long time to do that, so I'm not going to do it, but I'll put a link below to that article or that video. Shows you how to do that. So you want the contacts in there, and what the contacts does is when you're listening to a station on your radio, it will pop up, and if they're in your contacts, you'll see their name and their location, call sign, name, location. And that's really nice. It's real handy. Now when I'm listening to a worldwide group, I don't get everybody. I don't see everybody's call sign. I see their DMR ID, but I don't see their call sign name and QTH. But it works really well, and I like it. So I would import the contacts into your address book, and then the priority contacts. This is your talk groups, and I've got quite a few in here. Not a whole lot, but quite a few in here. And to add a talk group, you'll want to go and search for them. I've got a couple of my favorites that I listen to. USA, that's nationwide, that's talk group 3100, and then worldwide, and that's talk group 91. So put a couple in there at least. And to add them, you just click on the add button. Let me go down here, and when I clicked on the add, I got group call, and I put the name of it. Let's look at a talk group. I go to this website, Brandmeister talk group list, and I can find Belgium 2062. So we'll go back and type in Belgium and talk group 2062. And there you go. So you add some talk groups in there, and once you get that done, you can close it out. We'll go back up to the channels. Now this is the important one. Click on channels, and I've got some in here: VFO, VFO-A, VFO-B. Those are going to stay there. Don't want to get rid of those. I don't think you can. I've got some local repeaters or analog repeaters programmed in. What I have, I've got NOAA programmed in there. And then here are my talk groups. I have my talk groups programmed in, and one talk group per channel. So channel 5 is USA, channel 6 is North America, channel 7 is South Dakota.
Good morning. This is KD8 WSL, Bill in Michigan, where it is 23 degrees. Good morning.
And there's Bill in Michigan. I'll turn that down. So one talk group per channel, and it's real easy to set it up. Let's take a look at USA. That's number 5 there. You would just click on this cell, put in the frequency from your Jumbospot, and again, I have an article on my website. This is the frequency that I'm using. It's not being used in my local area, so I'm putting that in there. It goes to digital. I don't have anything in here. Low power, because I'm just inside my house. No scanning. The alias name is USA, because that's the talk group I'm going to use. Click on these 2 little arrows. That brings up the second window. And in here, the digital analog data You can see what's in there. Transmit power is low. Of course, that was on the previous window. Got a timeout timer of 180 seconds. And you can look at the rest of it in there. But this is the important part. I'm using a Jumbospot, so it's simplex, slot 2, my ID that came from over here on the left hand side, the ID setting. You'll see yours in there. Color code is 1, and that comes from my Jumbospot. The RX group list, custom. Played around with this one some, and this works as well as anything. Just put custom in there and I don't even have to worry about this. Down below, these are grayed out. Transmit authority I have always in there, and I'll tell you about that a little bit later. My contacts, this is the important priority, and then the talk group that I want, which is USA. So I've named that one USA, and the channel alias is USA. That's talk group 3100. Let's take a look at worldwide. You probably want to set up worldwide. This is a good talk group. Same deal here. Digital data, same over here. RX group custom, same over here. But the contacts is priority and then worldwide. And that's the worldwide talk group. And that's it. And once you're done with that, you will want to go to File and Save As and name it something like K0PIR. Well, your call sign, of course. Click Save. So you have the original one, the default, and then you have the one that you've changed. And then just simply write it to the radio. Do you wish to continue? And I'm not going to do it because it takes a long time. So you have some talk groups programmed in there. Now the thing that I've noticed, and let's go back to my digital voice dashboard, and this is my Jumbospot, my IP address for the Jumbospot. And you can see on the left hand side I'm listening, and it's talk group 3100. Been listening to some guys on there. We just heard KD8 WSL in their bill. So I'm listening to talk group 3100. I've been listening to it all morning. My radio, the HD1, is on that channel. What channel was that? The USA talk group. That's channel 5. So I've been on that. Been listening to it all morning. Now, if I decide I want to go and listen to the worldwide talk group, I just pick up my radio and change to that channel, which is channel 9. Take a look at this, channel 9, the worldwide talk group, and it shows it on my radio. It shows worldwide, and it also shows channel 9. Now, if I want to start listening to this talk group, what I need to do is key the radio, hit the push to talk. And when I do that, you see on my dashboard it popped up talk group 91, and I am listening right now. It changed over to talk group 91, so I'm listening to talk group 91. And if somebody, I've noticed this, if somebody is transmitting, if my little hotspot, the Jumbospot, is receiving someone, I am not able to do that, switch over to another talk group. I have to wait until my Jumbospot is free. Then I can hit push to talk and I can change over to that talk group. So now I'm listening to talk group 91. You'll see the couple of guys already popped up there. If I want to go to the South Dakota talk group, let me pull that one up. What I do, just out of habit, I wait to see, but out of habit, when I switch over to the talk group, I wait to see if anybody's transmitting. But I'm not going to be listening to the South Dakota talk group. I changed my radio over to it, but I'm still listening to talk group 91. But just out of habit, I'm not, if I transmit right now, I'm transmitting on the South Dakota talk group. See? 3146. Now I'm listening to talk group 3146. So play around with that part. You'll notice if you watch your Jumbospot, if somebody is talking, you won't be able to key up and change to a different talk group. It won't allow you to do it. So if we go back to this, and I'm going to go to USA, the priority is USA, that's the talk group. My transmit authority is always, and I do have promiscuous mode set, and I've been playing around with that a little bit, and I think it does help. It's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of explained in other videos and on the Ailunce website, but until you actually start using it, I didn't fully comprehend what it was doing. Alright, well, I hope this helps. Remember, all I wanted to do was get on a couple of talk groups and sit in my home and listen and talk to guys around the country, around the world, and it's a lot of fun. I'm having a great time with this Ailunce. It's an Ailunce HD1. I've got a link on my website to it. They're $189, and boy, it's a great little radio. I've got a review on my website, www.k0pir.us. So have a look at it, and if you got any questions or comments, if you got any suggestions, please make them below. I'm always open to suggestions, and I'm brand new. I've been using DMR for just a couple of months, and it's a lot of fun. I'm having a great time with it. So please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Also tell your friends. 73 and good DX.